Okay, so after that, what we did is we have installed this package called site package. And after installing, what we should do is whenever you install a package, to use that package, you have to use the library function, right? So library of site. So when you give this, if you are getting without any error, when you are able to execute the statement without any error, then it is understood that the respective package is being installed successfully. Okay, so I could see here that I'm not getting any error. So my site package is available. One more time, if I want to make sure, I can just go to the right side package viewer and I can just type this particular package name. And I could see that what is the site is procedures for psychological, psychometric and personality research. Just click on this, you will know about more details. Like for example, you can see the documentation for package site is given here. You can see the description file and you can see what are the library functions and data types available in this. So you could see the complete documentation here. Okay. So now here, now which one actually, which function we want to use today? Today we want to see whether we are able to execute this describe. So now let me try that. So I am going to type here. I'll clear the screen. Describe off. Okay. And I'm giving the data frame G. Okay, what I have given my data frame G. Data frame G has totally 22 variables. So can you see here? Serial number is the variable 1. So pass or fail is variable 22. So all the 22 variables are listed. And then you can see the n value, mean value, standard deviation value, median, trimmed, like that you have all the descriptive statistics results are given. Suppose you want to know individually what is the, suppose when you see SE, so we don't know what is this SE. ST means we know standard deviation. So SE you want to know what it is. Then a very quick search you can do it here. So you could see in the index. So you can see here describe function is available that gives us basic descriptive statistics. So I'm just clicking on this describe. So I can see here, this is the syntax of the function. You remember in the last class, we discussed any function will have the manual like this. What is that function? Description of the function, and then you will have one example. So here, what are the inputs I need to give it for the function is being listed, and what are the results I get is being again listed here. So you can see here a data frame of the relevant statistics. Item name, that is the serial number, right? Then item number, number of valid cases, then mean, standard deviation, trimmed mean, median, then they say that it is median absolute deviation. Okay, and then minimum maximum skew, pertussis and standard error. Okay, so these are the data we get as the output of this particular function. So I hope you all have this grades file, right? So can you run this and check the results? Take 30 seconds to execute and check the result and try to understand what it is. Okay, so we are able to execute and interpret the results of describe function. So now we are going to look into more on visualization. So already we tried plotting using histogram, right? And then box plot. So we are going to explore more on it. So this is what we tried in the last class, like hist, and then you give any variable, the variable will be plotted, right? This one we have already done. And then we have added few more attributes like this. So xlab indicates X label, Y lab indicates Y label, main is nothing but the name of the plot. So this is a simple histogram plot. This is also the same thing, but with proper labeling and heading, right? And then moving on to the color attribute, this also we have tried. We tried giving single color. We tried giving variant also. Now the next thing is, suppose I see this is my histogram and I just want to see a fitting curve on my histogram. If that is possible, then which one I can use? So we know how to plot histogram, right? And apart from histogram, I want to plot the curve fitting line over the histogram. How that can be done? So for that, we have another function called as lines. Okay, so first we will check this function lines. So now I'm back to this R studio. Okay, so I want to know about the function called lines. Okay, so I just clicked on it, so I could see that it is nothing but add connected line segment to a plot. So for this particular lines, what are the attributes? I should give xy coordinate vectors of the points. Okay, so now let me try this. Okay, so now let me assume that x is equal to c of 10 comma, or I can say 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. Then I can say y is equal to c of, now let me give some random value. Maybe I'll give 100, 120, 300, and then maybe 56. So one more value is that, right? Okay. So now look at it. X is having totally 5 values here and y is having 5 values here. So now I want to try plot. So how can I do that? I can use lines of, I can just give x comma y. Okay, sorry, x comma y. And there is one more attribute, we should give it that type, right? So we can just give type is equal to, we can just give plot dot default. X has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So what we did in the first, we have actually created 2 data points. One is X. Then we have created another data point Y. Okay. So the first thing what we are trying to do is we are trying to plot. The moment when you issue this plot command, what it does is it's like a graph. So graph, what you do generally, you will first start with x-axis and then y-axis. You will mark the lines for x, you will mark the values for y, and then you will plot the corresponding points. So how many data points we have? Totally 5 data points. I've taken 5 random values. So these values are plotted. For example, when x is equal to 1, y is being plotted as 100. Then x is equal to 2, y is being plotted as 120. For x is equal to 3, then it is plotted for 300. X is equal to 4. Then we have plotted 56 and y is equal to 5. Sorry, x is equal to 5, y is being plotted as 12. And after this plotting, we want a line to be connected. So for that, we are giving this command, lines of x comma y. Okay. So just check, try giving any value. Okay. Make sure that x is a sequential value. For y, you assign any value. For example, you want to plot the gold price as per date. So maybe I can assume that date is equal to, okay, C of. So we can assume that maybe it is today. So day 1. Okay. So let me assume that it is day 10. Then after maybe 15, then 20, 25. So you have taken intervals like this 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. And then maybe assume that the gold price is equal to, let me assume that it is per gram. So I don't know exactly, but randomly I'm plotting 4, 7, 6, 6. Then 4, 5, 1, 2. Then I can say 4, 5, 1, 5. I can say 4, 6, 6, 8. One more value. Okay, maybe 4, 7, 7, 9. So I'm checking both, this is having 5 and this is having 5. So as per the date, I'm going to try plotting this value. So first I'm trying with plot. Okay, so in plot, what are the two things I should give? I should give date, comma, I should give both traits. So date is going to be in my x-axis and the value are plotted this way. And I'm going to use lines. Okay, so I'm going to use, just I'm copying the same command, changing plot to lines. Okay, so this is how the graph is. Okay, we have plotted for 5 days. Suppose you have any data frames, you have a data set. Okay, one full column you have. Okay, then suppose maybe you assume that you have taken the data for 6 months. You want to plot 6 months data? Yes, it is possible. This is how we can plot it using plot and lines. Plot will mark the point, lines will connect the plot. Can you try this? You can see I have shown you how standardly we will plot it, and I also showed you one example. You can assume any other example and try plotting this way. I'm giving you a 1 minute time to try this example.